Hello, world.
Hello, world. Hello, world.
Episode 35. Check it out.
Oh, it's so cool outside.
It's fucking freezing. It's 14 degrees. Streets are cleared now. But what will I do? Hello, world. All right, episode 35 for 3, 2, 1. Okay. I see. This is the tough part. Like, I get inspired, right? And I go do some shit. A little stool on the street. What's up, little stool? And of course, I don't record because I'm doing. That's why I'm not good at this thing. But so I had coffee with my friend, talked about leadership, development, kind of repositioning my business. Good talks. The sun is treacherous, but I love it. But I also can't see Batman. How many of these videos? This guy's not even paying attention. He's gonna fucking play right here. How many of my videos are fucking Batman's son? Right? Anyways. I think I'd rather have the sun on my face. So I went to 2 gyms this morning and it went great. One of the dudes reached out. He's like, hey, yeah, actually, I am super interested. And I was like, all right. So you're free tomorrow, Wednesday. So we'll see. The other guy, had a great talk with him. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I sell to gyms. Because I know what I've been in gyms, and I know what I'm capable of doing. But you see, I want to do like individual leadership development because I know that's what will sustain and actually create longevity and success. And I've been part of gyms in the past. Naruru, if you watch this, Rob, you're a special one. I love ya. Other gyms, where it's nobody's. Sometimes we can't realize that we are the main constraint on whatever it is we're doing. And if we have a business, a lot of times we are the main constraint on the business. And so I'm aiming to be the person that develops the people that own the businesses so the businesses can flourish. And people say,
Well, Dylan, why don't you start your own business if you're so good at this right there? It's just making them gyms.
and I tell you, why not? Because I don't want a gym. I like the possibility of adventure and going out and impacting multiple places. I like traveling. I like that. My entire full-time job is developing and expanding as an individual. This is such a weird setup with this. And in doing that, you realize you become a really powerful presence inside of businesses and in the marketplace. And I'm aiming to develop people so much so that all they need is a proxy to spill out, to serve in, to impact in. And the proxy is the business. When I opened an F45 a year ago or whatever, it was more proof that if I get inside of the container, it's like Adele. What if she never found her voice? Right? You need the instrument to expose the impact, I guess you could say. And my instrument is collaborating with other individuals that have instruments so that we can get them to play their instruments as well as possible, and it creates a big impact. It's just what I've built. Now, you can't really, that's not black and white, as my buddy would say, Brandon. That's not marketable. Okay, so what'd you just say, Dylan? What do you sell? Sit in a room with me for a week. You'll find out. And so it's really tough. And the only place if you don't have business and you're not jumping off on social media and marketing with ads online. Where do you go? Not 7-Eleven. So I go to CrossFit gyms. And I have hit over 20 Northern Virginia CrossFit gyms. And there's a third one that I have not hit. But the last 3, I hit 2 of them this morning. Sullivan hit the third one. The last 3 that I haven't talked to, 2 of them are possible today. So I'm going up there, hit a workout. It's an hour-long drive, so not desirable. My front bumper just fell off, so I'm rocking 2 pounds of duct tape. It's like 15 degrees, 20 mile per hour winds. We press on. But yeah, in a good spot. Just I'm gonna go fitness. I'm gonna fitness for me, fill my cup during the fitness, and then I've done all the work. I am the person I believe I am. So once I step in front of homie and I'm pitching something, technically after, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, keep working on me and my offer, right? So, but the first gym I went to, homie, he was scrambling. He's way in over his head. He's just got too many plates he's spinning. And he was like cordial, but very, very just, cognitively, he was overloaded. He wasn't present. Which is super, super normal. But it's not super, super okay. Because when people walk into your gym, they're hoping you change their life. So they're hoping you facilitate the changing of their life. And so anyways, he gave me his number. He thought I was a prospective member, which all owners treat you way better when that's the assumption. And then I texted him, thanks, this is Dylan. He texted back, nice message when he had some time. You know, when's a better time to get you in the gym? Love to have you see it. Great follow-up. But then I was like, look, dude, I'm gonna be up front. I work with gyms. I'm looking for gyms that this. And he's like, yeah, I'd definitely be interested. So we're gonna have a conversation sometime this week. I'm waiting on his reply. So that's due days. We're chronicling it. That's the farthest I've got in this capacity. Like I've impacted, consulted, coached, whatever, individuals, and even individuals that own businesses. I'm trying to change it though. I'm trying to independently, individually coach the individual that owns the business while also running a 2-week sprint, 3-week sprint, where I am embedding in the business and developing their business. It's like consulting, but I like doing. So I'm looking for owners that are like, we're kind of looking for a consultant, but we're actually looking to grow. We're not just looking for like a blueprint that we could go fucking find online or ChatGPT. What's different with you? Well, I'll give you the blueprint. I'll talk about why you haven't pulled the trigger because you probably know the blueprint. We'll work on that. While also, I'm going to give you countless hours in your business because I enjoy it and enjoy the community and building relationships for myself and connecting with people. That's my proxy. So this has turned into a Dear Diary, February 2nd, 2026. But I'm excited. I'm going to go fitness. A little bit of pressure, a little bit of frustration, a little bit of the human stuff. Because I just got this car out of the shop. It just snowed, so I was stuck inside for a week. Picked up this little sucker, and this thing is just rickety, rackety, and but I love you. My old girl just drops her front bumper and says, "Hey, whirl." Slap in 2 pounds of duct tape and hope that she purrs. So that's where we're at, right, baby? And so I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how to give me this damn phone, the city right, the city right. Oh shit, that works fine. It's not a good angle, but. beggars can't be choosers. So I go to the gym today. It was a good day. Fitness is, I already updated you on the 2 pounds of duct tape and the other stuff. So I hit a workout here. So I've worked out at 2 gyms up here in Northern Virginia in the last few weeks, right? Most of the other gyms haven't even invited me in for a workout. So I'm so grateful, and I love fitness, and none of this is to ever bash or talk down on anyone. It's just the way I see it. It's like politics. Like, there's no reason we should mix morality and economics. Money doesn't care if you're a good person. So when you mix what makes you a good person and the GDP, you're bound to be fucking in just turmoil and constant combating and friction with each other. All right, so have fun with that. Maybe one day I'll dive into it. But the way I see this, like, this has nothing to do with judging. It's math. It's business systems that create culture and sustainability and standout businesses. And it's just like, why do you start a business? Why does a business owner start a business? And it seems like we're getting to this point where so many people just start a business for freedom, and then they create a job for themselves. And they don't own a business. They just created a job to work inside of their business. And then they get into this survival mode where they're holding on to the business for dear life. And it gets you in a position where you're spinning your wheels, and you want to just keep what feels secure and comfortable, and that drive and that vision that started the first few months, it completely disappears. And then you just hold on tight to what you know. And then you say you're very systematic and organized, you have all these systems and you're disciplined, but you completely scrapped vision and belief and possibility of what's to come and what could be. And in that, you end up being a shittier version of Starbucks, of LA Fitness, the shittiest Exxon on the block. And it's not to judge, it's just to say, Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, Gold's Gym, EOS, One Life, Lifetime, all those gyms have the best equipment, right? Some might be down, but they have consistency. You know what you're getting when you go. When you look at CrossFit gyms, community-based fitness facilities, you think community. You don't know if they're going to have enough equipment, the equipment you're used to. The consistency is going to be all over the place. And the community is typically all over the place, but you rarely actually find community. And it just turns into a less consistent, less sustainable, for lack of better terms, shittier version of LA Fitness, Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym, One Life. But you kind of have a group of friends, so you're okay with it, and you pay the 5 to 10x price point. And when it's done right, the price point is a steal. But I have a hard time walking out of these gyms and not being critical, because my entire job is built on impacting these gyms and making them places where, I always say this, I was 300 pounds, and when I walked into gyms, they turned their back on me. And so whenever I'm in a gym, even if I'm not working in the gym, if I'm in a social environment, if someone walks in, they're staying. It's their life. Like, I literally see it that way. And it's not that intense. If they walk out and they never come back, I don't hold resentment, and I don't get frustrated, and I don't get sad and burnt out. They usually never walk away because they can feel it. And I personally have become so good and had the privilege of becoming someone that can communicate what's inside those doors so well that everyone feels like it's for them. And then, after they come for a free day, free week, and they might figure out like, oh, this is a little tougher, I might not be able to. Maybe they don't. But usually they do, because it's usually possible. It just takes a little more effort from the coach and the owner and the community and the culture. There's no reason I should go into a community-based fitness facility and not have a single member ask my name. And it's not to knock. It just shouldn't happen. It's like if I go to McDonald's and I order a McDouble or a double cheeseburger. I want that extra piece of cheese. Not that I eat that on rare occasions. I order a double cheeseburger and they give me a McChicken. Like, I'm going back in line. I'm getting my fucking double cheeseburger. What are you doing? And that's how I feel when I go in these gyms. I ordered, it was free, so who am I? But I'm testing it out. This is what other people get who do pay. And they're ordering community-based fitness, a family, something to belong to, another lever to pull to get them to the gym. And they just get any other gym. And this one's a little bit more like nerve-wracking because you're kind of on display and there's less people to hide out in. So this is just kind of a preaching thing, but I'm leaving this gym. I had a great workout. They're all super kind, and when I introduce myself, everyone's so sweet. But it's like, I'm the new person. I'm scared too, dog. Like, I'm just as scared of you as you're scared of me. Like, and if I was a prospective member, invite me in. Like, I want to be a part. I want to play. I want to hang out. I want to talk to y'all. So, just trying to get in these gyms. If you see this new of a business, bring me in, talk to me. And the hardest part is I'm trying to figure out a way to package this so that owners don't get flustered, because the truth is, what I want to do is work with the owner. I want to develop the owner as an individual, meanwhile hop in that business and make it run and make it hum alongside the owner, because I love to work. And I love to be in the business and impact the people in the business and be impacted by the people in the business. But that only comes through connecting with the people in the business. And that's like 1 + 1 = 2. That is how you build culture. It's so easy. And then leadership, just standards. So many coaches, so many owners are just so relaxed. The small little idiosyncrasies around the edges that then stretch, and there's no leadership, and there's no defined rules, there's no defined parameters for success or failure, and you run into no leadership. A strong individual that lacks leadership, and you can't say that to people. Not yet. It's like, the way I said it is like, I know how precious a gym is to an owner, especially, right? It's like if you have a kid and I come to you and I'm like, hey, now listen here. I've been doing this for a long time. Okay, come a little closer. This is how you should parent your children, right? And even if I'm correct, you don't want to fucking hear that. Shut up. Go. And that's what I'm doing with these individuals, with these gyms. And now it's been 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So, episode 34, I think, maybe 35. I'm heading home. I'm gonna eat a little more short rib, a little bit of eggs. I woke up really early, so I'm gonna sleep in a little bit. Probably 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't have anything to wake up to. That's the hardest part. That's one of the big reasons why I want to be in a business too. I want to wake up and I want to have somewhere to serve when my eyes open in the morning. Let's go! I totally forgot